Honored guests, lend me your ears. Long has our Fevremont suffered, without a true monarch to guide her and her people. Decades have passed since last His Majesty Erland sat atop the Draken throne. Long have we endured, yet it has not been for naught. At last, the bell has tolled on the age of the Council. At last, we may celebrate the coming of our rightful ruler. The return of the Sovereign.
My word! Such an inspiring visage.
Your Majesty shall have my eternal fealty.
Your Majesty, oh how long I have awaited this moment.
Behold, before you sits the rightful inheritor of the Draken throne, chosen by the dragon as its enemy. Behold and rejoice! Fortune has delivered us our savior at last! At last! Praise be, for only the Sovereign's guidance can lead us true. All hail the Sovereign! All hail! Let all present pledge their allegiance to the Sovereign. Let us be united in the hope that our liege's reign will ne'er end. Long live the Sovereign of Vermont! Long live the Sovereign!
Arisen, thou who wouldst slay the dragon, if thou seekest to behold this world in its true aspect, abandon thy reason. Cast aside thine heart and thy knife both. I ask thee to demonstrate thy will, for naught but thine ambition can alter the course of the rivers of fate.
Now, which one of you was it? No need to be shy. I've just got to take down a record of your name and face. Come on, step forward. Are you the one, then? Aha! I thought I recognized you. I ill like that look in your eyes. 'Tis queerly brazen for a pawn. Most of your kind have eyes blank as a cadaver's. Mayhap 'tis only natural, seeing as how you rise from the dead. There's aught different about you, though. Could it be that you fear death just as we mortals do? Worry not, vessel. 3 days here, and you'll be longing for death's sweet embrace. Come along, you feckless dullards.
I'll just wait for the new equipment to come.
I'm dead on my feet after today's training.
Melody's here.
You think I care to hear your troubles? Leave off!
What do you think you're up to, layabout? Get a move on!
Would you take pity on me, sir?
Do your injuries pain you? Pray, do not overexert yourself. This is no place for one of your ilk. 'Tis harsh beyond measure. Even we pawns are pushed to the brink. You ought not anger the overseer. Let us proceed to the site.
I sleep on my woes, mayhap they'll
I can't take it anymore.
How did I end up here?
'Twould be unwise to disobey. The overseer will show you no mercy.
I can only know hard. I must go and choose a fault. Got to face it. How much life no one to see. When it's brown, all goes awry. Something smells divine.
First assess the field.
Time for you to get to work.
You are prepared to work. Then you ought begin by carrying stones out from the station in the back and bringing them here.
My knees have been acting up of late.
The vicinity is quite cluttered. Pray leap! Oh.
Death will come for me afore long.
I'm at ease here.
A job well done. Now the next step is to... What is this commotion? Perhaps we ought to investigate.
Still yourself. You're made of
No, the damn thing's been awoken. You got to fell that fiend, even at the cost of your lives! Get me out of here! Now!
Observe your foes carefully and attack as the situation demands.
How dare you!
Shields offer welcome protection from attacks. Boulders, barrels, and the like can be effective weapons for clever combatants. When delivering targeted strikes, I would recommend clinging to a boot.
Are you unharmed?
Concerning!
You ought flee while you can. After all, your charge awaits you. You
cannot linger in this place forever. You have lost your memories. It is surely the work of a foul curse, but worry not. You need only believe in your own destiny, Arisen.
Son it. The accursed creature escaped. Oi, you! Get back here! After them, quickly!
This way, Arisen! Come this way. Let us flee.
You must go, John. That is the only path.
No one could survive a fall from this height. Not even a pawn. Don't just stand there! Shoot it down! It's getting away! Bring it down! Bring it down!
Go now, lost soul. Learn all you can of this world you must protect.
Pray, keep your distance, Arisen. Worry not for me. The brine may swallow me whole, but I will not perish. There is a stone not far from here, known as a Riftstone. Pray, seek it out. If you're truly the Arisen, then our paths will surely cross again.
Oi! Are you all right? What happened here? A griffin appears one moment and falls the next. And now you stand before me. Was it you then? The one who was riding on its back? 'Tis a wonder you survived. Accompany me to the stronghold. We'll treat your wounds and hear your story. Where exactly is this jail you say you escaped from, anyway? I've never heard of such a place. There's certainly naught like that here in Vermont. Could it be you were held in the neighboring country of Batal? Nay, I suppose that's unlikely. We've been estranged from Batal ever since the war. It is difficult to imagine any citizen of Vermont being sent there. Fie! Goblins! Let's take up your weapons, sir. You'll be needing it. Where are you going? I'll not force you to receive treatment, but I'd at least like a word. If you find your strength flat, imbibe a curative or have a bit of green. When one of the fiends comes for you, best guard or dodge, else you'll be sore on the morrow. Make use of the slope. It will give you an advantage against their ranks. Employ guarded attacks to get the enemy to flinch. There are oft items to be scavenged from the bodies of monsters and their ilk. If you're not squeamish about picking at their bones, that is. Have you beheld the dragon as yet? Why not? And I count that a blessing. All I know for sure is that 'tis a beast e'er more fearsome than a griffin. One need only look to the miserable... Stay to the village of Melve to see that. We can but hope the Sovereign will rid us of its airlock. There's no means to cross the but that's the Sovereign's duty, isn't it? The dragon rears its ugly head. The Sovereign appears among the people and steps forth to challenge it. I dare say Vermont owes much of its prosperity to the Sovereigns who have served it over time. Though, personally, I'm just glad to know we've got someone looking out for us. Off. 'Twould seem fortune smiled on you this day, sir.
Welcome, Arisen. We pawns have long awaited your arrival.
What is this? Pawns. They bend the knee to you so readily, but then... No. Surely you cannot be the Arisen.
You seek the Riftstone, do you not? We can take you to it. Pray, come this way. Before you stands a Riftstone. "'Tis a gate by which we of the Pawn Legion may cross o'er into this world. Pray, summon your pawn. Simply paint with your mind's eye the loyal attendant whom you would have serve you.
Pawns are known as crossers of the rift, for we are able to connect to and traverse other realms beyond this one. When we return, it is our duty to use our experiences and the knowledge we have gained to aid you on your journey, Arisen. From this day forth, I shall serve you as your loyal pawn, and aught I learn beyond the rift will be at your disposal.
Well, I'll be. A pawn summoning before my very eyes. You truly are the Arisen, then. Strange. I thought the Arisen was in the capital. Surely there's only meant to be one Arisen. Fie, this is all beyond my ken. The Watchhead would know what to do, I'm sure. Though, as luck would have it, he's away. I suppose we'll save any further questions till the Watchhead returns. You're free to do as you like afore then. What? You've no memories, you say? Mayhap you could make for Melve, then. 'Twas set upon by the dragon not long ago. The Arisen is said to bear some deep connection to the dragon. Should you be Arisen, mayhap you'll recall aught of import there. Oh.
I don't need this right now.
Hail, Arisen. Pray, ask aught you wish to know. I shall answer, if 'tis within my power to do so. Nomads, we are oft called. Born in other worlds, we travel here by means of the Riftstones that we might aid you, Arisen. However, I cannot speak as to our true nature, for I know of it not. None of us do. We do not need to. We merely do as we are commanded. Riftstones are gates that connect this world to a multitude of others. By their power have we crossed into this world. And when our mission is done, by their power shall we return to our own. 'Tis the name given to fate's chosen, those destined to command the Pawn Legion and safeguard the world from the threat of the dragon. Even with your memories lost to you, I am afraid you cannot escape your fate. Very well. May fortune speed you...
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics.
I pray my efforts aid your cause.
I am a fighter by trade. Send me to the Vanguard, where I might put my strength to full use.
If 'tis discipline your company lacks, I can provide. 'Twill be an honor to serve by your side. Take me as your shield, Arisen. Upon my fighter's if we share our strengths, we can begin formulating a...
Pray, call upon me again another time. Where ought we to go now?
I'll not stick my head where it will get cut off. Here in Vermont, pawns are revered as servants of the Arisen, but not so here in Batal. There, they believe that some divine flame will protect them and dispel the dragon, and that pawns embody misfortune. In that regard, our countries couldn't be more different.
Like it or not, I must go where duty calls me.
Washing, cleaning, a mug of ale, chores,
My hair's standing on.
Ain't nothing but trouble lurking here.
Fancy a gander? I find
A treasure chest.
well met. Much obliged.
Ho there. Faring all right?
What can I do you for?
Well met.
Going out, are you? You sure that's a good idea? You seem rather You ought at least rest for the evening. There should be a spare bed in the lodgings yonder. Only don't go rushing off before you're ready. Take it from me. You're better off resting.
Fancy a gander? I've fine goods for sale.
First, assess the field. Then after...
There's a ladder here.
We ought to put it to good use.
Hoy there. You seem well tired. Tell you what, you can stay here tonight free of charge. I'll expect coin from tomorrow, mind. My pa always used to say, there's naught a good night's sleep can't fix. Not much else I can offer, I'm afraid, but you'll find all sorts at a finer inn. Aye, being armed is better than being defenseless, even if you're untrained. Still, 'tis worth devoting yourself. You should stop by the inn in Melve if you get the chance. No hard feelings if you prefer it. They've much more to offer.
We must rest, though the sun is still up.
Diligence has borne fruit at last.
There's no discipline that steadfast devotion cannot teach.
I've beds to spare if you're looking for lodgings. And if you'd like to change your vocation, come see me anytime. always a pleasure.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently.
Over many fierce battles was our bond forged. My shield is ever at your beck and...
Ah, good. I see the Arisen's found someone to handle our busy work.
I best make myself scarce.
Fancy a gander?
That looks promising.
Fancy a gander? I've fine goods for sale. Always a pleasure.
Hail! You a soldier? 'Twould be a surprise to see you arrive in one piece if not. Hordes of monsters have been plaguing this area of late, you see. We've had to start sending out new recruits to cull them.
Is that so? Who went yonder?
Lachlan. But I dare say he'll fare all right.
Aye, I expect he will. Who was sent out that way, then?
Ocado. To be honest, sir, I'm a little worried for him.
What? Weren't harpies reported in that area? The lad can't handle those beasts on his own.
This is the first I'm hearing of it. Fie! I want to go to his aid, but we can't just abandon our posts. Say, you seem stout of heart. Would you be willing to go in our stead? 'Tisn't far, only a short ways out from the main gate. You've my thanks. And Ocado's as well, I'm sure.
Our aid is required, Master. Tis to part with due haste. Few can weather a harpy assault unaided. Shall we hasten to Sir Ricardo's rescue? Fret not, Master. I know precisely where this person can be found.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
How am I meant to slay the beast if I cannot strike them? Get down here, you feathered things! Who are you? You come to me. See.
I must admit that it feels wonderful to strike through.
Ensure your next attack is no less purposeful.
Wishing hope so pitiful a foe would give you no trouble.
Fight on, and victory shall be ours. Outstanding.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take...
Is that all of them? Yeah, you have my thanks. I do not believe for a moment I could have slain those creatures without your help. I've only just enlisted, and when I thought this could be the end of me, I was paralyzed. You saved me this time, but I won't always be so fortunate. I'll have to train hard. Well, I'd best be heading back, but I'll be sure to let my superior...
I suppose we'll be wanting to report back now. Leaving already? Bother. I was just getting warmed up.
Would that I now had force to draw.
Hail, friend! Many thanks for aiding Ocado. 'Twas a relief.
Aye, that it was. The poor sod might not have made it back alive had you not intervened.
'Twas a bit too early for him to be seeing actual combat. That much was made well clear. We'll be extending his training period. The instructors here are well known for whipping recruits into
Speaking of training regimes, I must admit I've half a mind to ask you to join us. We could use someone with your experience.
Fancy a gander? I find goods for sale. Well met. Always a pleasure.
I do so enjoy stocking up on supplies.
We ought to have enough supplies to last us a while now.
I quite agree.
I've beds to spare if you're looking for lodgings. And if you'd like to change your vocation, come see me anytime. Do come again.
There's a ladder here.
Ah, excellent find.
Hasten home, were this not my duty.
I'll go and open the chest.
If you're playing at Arisen in search of preferable treatment, you'll be sorry. Like it or not, I must go where duty calls me.
Time to be heading home.
It isn't easy keeping
This
the
armor's
passive
seen better
stuff.
days.
Fancy a gander? I find good to say.
Nodding off where I stand.
Come to think of it, some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such Arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
Fascinating. We've got goblins!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Well done.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
You ought not to go charging off alone.
Don't be such a worry, Wart. I know what I'm doing.
Nicely done.
Focus. The battle continues.
Well said. I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
Impressive diversion. Shall I finish them off, Arisen?
We are at our best when we combine our strength.
Come to think of it, the pawns in this party are women all.
And yet, no two of us are the same.
I see you recognise my worth, Arisen. I suppose I should consider myself honoured to serve.
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time. So, this is Melve. The scars left by the dragon's assault are plain to see. Mayhap a walk through the streets would help jog your memory. When the Arisen appears, so too does the dragon. 'Tis an
Pitiable Arisen.
I've a selection of wares that's sure to please. Hope to see you again.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
I'm just grateful I get to lead a quiet life. Aught I can do for you?
Hast thou forgotten thy destiny, thy charge? That is most unfortunate. But it doth not release thee from thy fate.
Watch out!
Can you hear me, sir? Sir, stay with me. Thank goodness. How are you feeling? This is the second time I've watched over you like this, isn't it? You do not remember? Then have you forgotten that you protected me from the dragon's flames? You withstood the fire in my stead and were well and truly charred. 'Twas terrible. I had thought your life forfeit. I could not hear the beating of your heart. You hung on, and by some miracle, survived. Arisen? I'm afraid I don't understand your meaning. Does it have aught to do with why you were taken to the castle? They said 'twas so that your wounds could be treated, though I fear you have no memory of this either.
I am of the Border Watch. Someone with Arisen-like abilities came to this village, horn in tow. Know you aught of this?
Has he come for you? We are to part so soon, then. Mayhap you will visit me again someday. Till then, take care. Arisen.
Ah, excellent. You must be the one. You match my soldier's description. I'm glad I found you. The ruler of Vermont, currently convalescing in the capital, became arisen here in this very village. If you claim the same, then word must be borne to the capital. I dispatched a missive before coming here, though I doubt the matter can be settled without your presence. Would you be willing to accompany me to the capital? If you truly are arisen, you will be received with open arms. Oh, but forgive me. I scattered my soldiers in a bid to find you. I would not depart without them. We shall have to wait till they are reassembled. Come to think of it, Sir Leonard was asking after you as well. Mayhap now would be a good time to speak with him. Last I saw, he was having a drink at the inn.
We may benefit from pursuing the information.
Say, do you think this one's really Arisen?
I don't know. Oh, have you some business with the apothecary, sir? Dreadful sorry if I was in your way. Oh, no, I'm not lost or naught, sir. You needn't worry yourself on my account. I'm an apothecary in training, you see. My family runs a little shop in Vernworth. So when I heard tell of a medicine only to be found in this village, I thought I'd come and fetch some for us. Made the journey all by myself as well, if you can believe it. But, well, as luck would have it, I've not enough gold for the medicine. 'Twill be a shame to return empty-handed after coming all this way. But what more can I do? What? You'd do that? You suppose there's no harm in that? If you're really sure? Oh, sir, I'd be most grateful. Seems my luck's not as rotten as I thought. I'll wait right here for your return, sir. And many thanks for your kindness.
We could make the fruit robberant ourselves, or simply purchase some at Runey's apothecary here in Melve.
At last! It all becomes clear.
Mayhap 'tis time I went looking.
Yet they thought it. Before
befall him, I couldn't live with myself.
Lost track of time. This place is too comfortable.
This might be worth a read.
Shall we take a closer look?
He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhaps it's time I went looking for him. That place puts my hairs on end. Yet if aught were to befall him, I couldn't live with myself.
Adventure.
Ah, well met. Here for some fruit, Roberant, are we? Between you and me, cuz, they're mighty easy to make. Simple as combining the ingredients if you know what they are. Do come again.
We ought not tarry, but deliver what we have retrieved post-haste.
You really ought to have returned by now.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit roberant for me? So this is what it looks like. Brilliant. I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure to tell Gra—
'Twas a pleasure to recount such good tidings.
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this a small token of my gratitude. Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very useful when pursuing a vocation. Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. Very well. There is no wrong choice in any case. It is entirely up to you which vocation you adopt. But I shan't take up any more of your time. Pray, be well.
Moment long awaited. I knew 'twas only a matter of time before your skills reached a new height. There's no discipline that's...
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for that. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?